All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of World with Ty Brownlow. I am your host, Ty Brownlow, and remember, no one is worthless, no story is worthless. And today, ladies and gentlemen, man, we running it back once again.
What up, Ty?
Our brothers to the north, Lucas and Adrian Rezza, 80 Empire. What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? What's up, man? How you been?
Man, I am great. Man, look here. I'm glad to have you all on the show again, but we're here to talk about pretty much, man, make money. That's pretty much the last song on the album. Now I know when we talked before, you had the whole collab with Fred and everything going on, and then the whole tragic incidents or what have you. But still got the project together, got the project out. But fast forward, here we are at the end. Man, we have Make Money. Let's talk a little bit about Make Money, man, because you had quite a hodgepodge of MCs on there, if I can say. That's a little old school right there, hodgepodge. Y'all don't know that.
No, that's a great description, man. You know what, we said it when we finished the album, and we had our friend, shout out to Matt Smith, There Be Monsters. He does a lot of our artwork along with Adrian. But when he did the legacy artwork and then the track listing, we were like, man, we got like the Lord of the Rings trilogy of track listings here. Like this shit went on and on and on and on and on. And then we had to call Peter Jackson in to do the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings.
Stop it. There's no new world here.
No, but I think we Adrian has said it before. We with this project we tried to really kind of bridge the gap of East Coast, West Coast, North, South, the gap of North America and then Italy. So we had our where our dad's from in southern Italy, Bari. There's a dope very famous group, underground hip hop group called Puglia Tribe. So they're in the province of Puglia, and then they started the Bari Jungle Brothers. Just about 6, 7 guys probably collectively.
And then some guys are still there, some guys are not. But Walino and Cekka, Walino was in both crews, which we've done music for the Bari Jungle Brothers and from Walino, and then his girlfriend Cekka is on it. So it's a family affair, and I've hung out with them in Italy 2 years ago. I was at their studio, right? Like they call it il quartiere, so the hood, in where they're from, the studio's right in the hood. So they're right there, man. So all the young kids and stuff in the hood could come and use their studio. So we're like, yo, let's get them on it. Then we got Jadakiss, and how we got Jadakiss, shout out to our homies, not your average Joseph and Kasiopia, Agrid, our Jamaican and Guyanese brothers, they had the whole hookup with Jadakiss, so they brought Jada to the table, and then with Tony Hooks and with Genovese, 2 Italian American MCs from Yonkers, we're like, yo, this makes sense because we're putting Jada on the song. He's from Yonkers. Tony Hooks and Genovese grew up together. Genovese's good friends with Styles P, The Locks, Jadakiss. So we're like, and then the Italians, and we're like, make money, because that's one thing I think we can agree upon, regardless of where and especially with what's going on in the world with COVID, we gotta hustle, we gotta make money.
Yes.
We gotta keep grinding, man.
Yes. Now, you know what? I can say, it's funny that you mentioned that, as far as, what's going on, like COVID, and we have to move different now, we can't move like we normally would move or what have you, and collaborations are going to be different now, they're not like they used to be. So what's been a positive for you all pretty much up to this point? Because we could talk about all the negative in the world.
Sure.
Let's not talk about that. But,
I agree. Yeah.
Man,
I've got to quote. I've got to just quote. I'm losing my train of thought. Jim Jones from Dipset, and I saw something that he wrote the other day, and he's like, "Yo, man," he goes, "I'm good." He goes, hustlers hustle the best in a drought, and we're in a drought right now. And even P. Diddy, it's funny, maybe it's a Harlem thing, because P. Diddy's from Harlem, the Dipset, they're from Harlem, Jim Jones. P. Diddy said that too. He goes, in 2020, if the hustler in you did not come out, then you will never hustle in your life. And it's true. The hustler came out in us, and we've been making moves and deals and creating relationships and situations. Especially Lucas, he's the king. He's the king of the art of the deal, and most of it is through Instagram and WhatsApp and direct messages.
You said art of the deal. That's a reference to a really shitty book from some real shitty person. But I'm sorry, I had to take the one. No, I had to take the one shot. That's hip hop. I had to take the one shot.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Sorry, but.
Okay, we here at World with Brownlow do not condone, No.
We don't condone any violence.
No.
We don't condone any violence.
We're gonna make an exception in this case.
Yeah. It's but all jokes aside,
hustling, we've really, some people losing lost loved ones, and financial crisis, economic instability, political the political fabric of North American society unraveling. But through that all, you've got to push through. If you just watch the news, you're going to be depressed. So we could have either been depressed or been proactive. We decided to be proactive in 2020 and already into 2021. It's already shaping into be, I think, some of our best years musically with all the relationships. Yeah. Like just today, you give a brief synopsis of today.
Working with this new cat from Buffalo and
from Boston.
Sorry, from Boston and on. So we produced a track for him with Benny the Butcher, brand new track that just fresh off the charts in Ways of Studio, then finishing the record. So we New Year's Day, we got a verse from Graf. Shout out to Graf from New York.
Right.
And just before that, we got a new verse from John Connor for our next, so not to fast forward it to probably one of the questions of what's happening, for 2021. But yeah, we just, because everybody was stuck at home with their social, devices, whether you're, your phones, your tablets, computers, a lot of people were glued to these things. So more artists that maybe we wouldn't have been able to connect with because maybe they were on tour, maybe they were, doing all these other things, right? We're kind of stuck at home. So for people like going back to the hustle mentality, more people are checking their messages, more people are checking DMs.
True.
And it's always been something that we've been really good at. It's kind of like cold calling in a way, right? A lot of these guys, we had relationships or connections from other people that go, yo, my for the Conway verse, it was our paisan from Buffalo, Tony De Niro, who's
the general manager of
general manager of Black Soprano Family. And he goes, yo, man, he heard the record and goes, yo, I got it. Conway would kill this. So that's how that connected, But some of these ones were Instagram DMs, yo, I'm a fan. Because we have
and we're not too we don't have egos, so we're we're not afraid to go, yo, man, we're a fan of your work, and not on some stand, but that's some stand shit, just on yo, we're a fan, we appreciate your work. We think that we reciprocally can gain something off of each other. Yeah. So let's join forces, do one song, see what comes out of that.
That's exactly it. And it's been, I think nine out of the 10 times we did it, out comes legacy and now future projects and future songs that we already have pretty much done for 2021. Because, I always say, nothing venture, nothing gain. That classic quote, man. What's the worst that can happen, Ty? They don't get back to you.
Yeah. That's what? As they say, what's the worst they can say? No? Oh, okay, man, you're gonna live another day, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been told no so many times in our life, whether personal and our professional careers. So for no, we've become immune to the word no. At first, whatever. Okay, but then okay, whatever. Now off to this, we got some news today that kind of, it irritated us about something we've been working on with this television network, and then they just pulled the plug, and the excuse was really, really lame. And so, we sent a very politically correct, but also getting our points back to them. We actually,
Ty, it took everything to make it
I'm
nice.
pretty sure. See, look, I know who sent the email and who didn't send the email.
Yeah.
I know who sent the email for them to.
Exactly.
Ty, you didn't see the first few drafts before the last one.
But anyway, we're all good. We're not gonna, you know, like
No.
the police are not gonna be coming to our door for anything like that. But all jokes aside, but then after that, we went right into like, yo, man, we got a placement, this new placement with Benny and this cat from Boston. So it's just like, you can't let the negativity bring you down to a point where it stops your hustle, because that's anybody, man. The biggest people in their career, guys like Khaled and Diddy and Fat Joe, these guys are putting out so many forest fires in a day. We only see the Instagram, what they want us to see. They're not seeing before they hop on their Instagram live, the shit that they just had to like,
probably do.
Yo, like, let's clear the flames of this, man, and like put on the face, yo, we're here, blah, 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 blah. So it's just like,
Well, I think
you got to adapt, man. We're animals. We got to adapt in the jungle.
And I think too, you know, I'm trying to bring a new mantra. You know, I've always said, like, for a tree to grow, you got to cut the dead leaves for that tree to, right? And for better or worse, whether you know, you're upset that something didn't work out, or that person, you know, is now out of your life, both personally and professionally, it happens for a reason. God, somebody, whatever you believe in, you know, they're kind of going, nah, it was meant to happen this way. And that person wasn't meant to do that. You weren't meant to do that show or do that song with that person, because look what happened. Look down in the, like, you know, you kind of go, oh, we dodged those bullets there, metaphorically, because it wasn't meant to happen. Whether, you know, like going back to your, you know, the interview we did with you about Fred the Godson, we're now built a great relationship with his brother. And we're talking about doing stuff for Fred in this year. So you see, everything kind of happens for a reason, you know?
So, man, and that's just, man, actually, I'm so glad you said that, because I'm going to segue right into the next. Like, that's only building the new relationships for you all, because you have to take a look at where you were before you started Legacy and look at where you are now, you know? And as you said, you know, just the positive things, moving and shaking, closing the art of the deal, putting things out there, sending these kites out to these people.
Exactly.
Like you said, the worst thing they can say is no, but man, in this case, hey, you know what? This person knows this person, so man, I can get this collab. As you said, COVID's going on, man, there's a pandemic, nobody's really doing shows. Hey, he's at the house, man. Well, you know what? He'll love to get on something because there's nothing to get on right now. So hey, you know,
absolutely.
And excuse me, there you have a collaboration. And as I said, man, I've listened to this album. Man, look here. Master Ace is one of my, you know, all-time favorite. The Music Man, aka Master, you know, Ace.
The Music Man tonight.
That's right. Y'all know what it is. I love that song. Of course, I love the song with Fred. As I said, I just listened to the song with, you know, Make Money. You got the audio too at the end. You know, it's like you have the elements of boom bap. You have the elements of, like, you know, the classic years, as they like to say.
Yeah.
But, you know, we twist it and tweak it out a little bit. Yeah. Make it look a little psychedelic and everything, you know, for what's going on now. I'm now old. I don't know what the hell they call it now. All right. So whatever they call it now, that's what you did. And man, I love the project.
Thank you.
I can only imagine. I know you can't give me too much, but just give me a little bit. What's coming down the pipeline for AD Empire for 2021?
Yeah, man. I think, you know, just again, the train has started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this train has started, and we're just going to keep it moving. We're going to keep pushing this album because, you know, for someone like yourself, who we've been in contact with for the, you know, for anywhere from 4 to 6 months, you've been kind of studying what we're doing and in the know, you know, for a lot of other people, you know, for the rest of the world, a lot of this album, even though we've been living with these songs for a long time, it's new to the rest of the world. So it's creating that awareness about what we do, what we bring to the table, and then again, solidifying new partnerships and putting out new music. Like we got, again, records coming out with John Connor, Graf, more with Benny the Butcher. We did a hook on a project. I don't want to tell the person's project's name because they might not want it, but we did a hook for MC8 And Gia, like we love MC8, like for the money. So like for us to get that verse and for me to hear MC8, for us to hear MC8 go Gia, that just boom. Shaw Money XL, who started G Unit with 50 Cent, mad producer. We know him through a good friend of ours, Ali Vegas, who's an incredible rapper. And so like the other day, like he just did his hub. We just did a bunch of work for Shaw Money XL. So there's a lot going. Swifty McVeigh, we got a second album with him. With the interludes, it's gonna be like 24 songs. Okay. He was in D12. Okay. We got an EP coming out with our homie RX, Ray Shulman. He's from the Bay. It's called Life After Life. We got San Quentin on a record.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So it just.
So y'all spread it all around.
Yeah. Doodlebug. We got an EP we're working on. Doodlebug from Digital Underground.
Yeah.
Diggable Planet. Sorry.
Diggable Planet. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Bobby Digital, and I'm doing.
I know. My brain went Diggable Planets.
Yeah.
So and then he's super dope. That project's dope because it's like super jazzy. Yeah. Like the tracks are real jazzy. Like
it's more along the lines of the record. The one that you said you like, I keep calling, na 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 na. It's got that real jazz. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love jazzy, but like bouncy as well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we got records like Slipping Away, Solar System Love, real like psychedelic kind of name. Like it's very like We're excited about that.
Solar System, man, look here, boy. See, I already know what time it is. Solar System Love. Okay, all right.
And we're spelling it Solar. So we're gonna spell the song SOULAR System Love.
Okay, a little play on words. I got you. All right. All right. Now look, you have this album streaming on all platforms. Now, I just gotta ask, okay, because I'm old school, and this is for my old school people out here.
Absolutely.
Man, any plans on releasing any vinyl?
We definitely want to. We definitely want to put this on vinyl.
Yes.
We're in the process of just contacting different companies that we feel will do it justice and be able to partner with to put it out.
Yeah.
That's why in the beginning, when the album came out January 1st, up till this Monday, we had it exclusively on SoundCloud for free. And we did it for a reason, because we music has kind of lost its, it's such a in general, life has become such a fast food world where you're always on this, you're scrolling, you're doing this, you don't even look at people's posts, you don't even and we thought music, I love the day of picking up that vinyl or even a CD and taking out the booklet, seeing who produced what. Oh, they got a live bass player on that record. Who played that? I love that. Is that a sample? Oh no, that's a real guitar player. Who played that? I want to know,
who sang the background vocals.
Yeah. So, so we wanted to create, even though, it is a digital world and we got to keep up with the times with technology, but we wanted to put it on SoundCloud, because there are a lot of people that still go, oh, I don't have an iPhone, I can't use Apple Music, or I don't have Spotify, I don't use Tidal, but SoundCloud is just, I just got to click the link and the songs start and they play, and that's pretty straightforward. If you can run Netflix, you can run this, you know what I mean? So
definitely we want that.
It opened up a greater audience to kind of appreciate the album in the for the first week, to really dive into it, and then the people that are now it's available everywhere, so everybody can now they can buy it on iTunes and stream it on Tidal and everywhere. So go and stream that, everybody, everywhere.
But vinyl, we definitely want that.
Yeah.
We want people to have that tactile, that experience, same experience, Ty, that you and ourselves shared as kids, into our teens and into our 20s, You know, like just listening, like there was an excitement going to a record store, buying something. So that's one thing that's a goal for us in 2021 is to like now start, because
plus I want to hear it on vinyl.
Yeah. You know, and have like that experience, and you know, maybe with the vinyl, people do a bundle. You get the record. Maybe we throw like an extra or an alternative version of one of the records, and then you know something else. You know, we got this great company that they made some baseball cards of us with like us, MF Doom, Mac Miller. So it's just like, you know, maybe it's something like you get the vinyl, you get a baseball card, you get a shirt, blah blah blah. You know.
All right. See, now you have just segued us into our next talk, and I'm glad that you mentioned MF Doom, and we're gonna have a hip hop moment. And before we have that moment, I just want to say, hey, look, Legacy is out right now, all platforms. Stream it. If you can't spell it, Legacy, 80 Empire. 80 EMPIRE. There you go.
I love it.
So
I love it.
So man, no, man, stream it, listen to it, leave them a message, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling it. Let them know.
Absolutely.
Let them know, man.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, really, sometimes people just want to know how another person used the product. That's it. That's
Absolutely.
all. That's it.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm telling you. No Clint Eastwood. All right. So check that. I want to talk about MF Doom. And for those who are familiar, those who are not familiar, hip hop artist MF Doom, news of hip hop artist MF Doom's passing came out New Year's Eve. But his official death was October 31st of last year, Halloween. So as creatives and as hip hop enthusiasts, can I just ask you all, what kind of effect like did a person like Doom have on you as far as making music?
I think MF Doom, man, one of the things, he pushed the envelope and he created his own lane, you know, and not too many people in, like, hip hop is one of those things, like, hip hop has become, for better or for worse, it's almost like the popular table in high school where the cheerleaders and the football players stay at the table and you hope to God that one of them throw you a bone and they allow you to the table. Well, MF Doom is the exact juxtaposition of that. He didn't give a shit. He made his own lane, you know, from the beats to the lyrical content to his, I mean, we have a gladiator mask here that looks like, you can't see it in the background, looks a lot like the mask that MF Doom wore, but it's like,
I gotta pull it out. Hold on.
even to that aspect of it, you know, that kind of like unapologetic, like, yo, this is me. I'm a dude who raps in a mask and I'm nice with it.
Yeah.
In honor of MF Doom right here.
You know, so
There you go.
I just think it's just like unapologetically hip hop, and that's what hip hop was. It's like back in the day when we were growing up, nobody sounded alike. We live in a world right now with a lot of Lils, you know, Lil this and Lil that,
Yeah.
you know, Lil Bo Peep, and
Yeah.
so you know, MF Doom is the exact
Yeah.
polar opposite of that, and I think, you know, his presence, his legacy is going to be sorely missed. There's October 31st or January 1st. I think the hip hop community, there's a big void, a big hole in the intergalactic hip hop universe with his passing, because not too many people could rap the way he rapped, make the beats that he rapped on, but also pull it off with wearing a mask and do what he did in all these really creative ways, man. It was like,
Well, because his style was, I loved it because it was so like in your face, but with the jazzy vibes too. Like there was like, he was so diverse with his stuff. And funny, I saw a quote on Twitter, I think it was Rosenberg, who said, only MF Doom could
Peter or Paul?
Mary. No. Peter.
Stop it.
No, I think it was Peter Rosenberg.
Yeah.
And only MF Doom could pull off passing away on the 31st, or what it was, October 30th or 31st, and nobody know until December 30th, like 3 months, almost
Yeah,
2
it's
months.
January 1st.
2 months later,
New Year's Eve.
nobody knew. Like there was tweets, there was features that he was on coming out in those 2 months, and he had already passed. And they said that was the legacy of MF Doom, always doing something outside the box and paving his own lane, you know,
Yeah.
which to me is why